Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I've got the boatless angler himself. Antonio's with us today, and we are in fact boatless. It's early spring, and what a great opportunity it is for the boatless angler to get out there and fish the shorelines. And today folks, what we're going to do, we're going to be fishing for bullhead catfish. We're going to be using worms and the brand new T-turn bait rig, the one that's rated for panfish and bullhead. And we've got some nice little leaf worms that I got from my compost pile, and we're going to fish this shallow area. We're right on the bend of this river, so we're hoping with the current change there'll be some structure down here, and we'll get into some nice bullhead catfish. So stay tuned, folks. That was a good bite. I saw your rod going.
Oh.
You back?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a bullhead bite though.
You don't think it's a bullhead?
Well, I got it, so we'll find out.
It looks like a bullhead to me. That's a good one. There you go. Nice. They're just sluggish.
I guess, yeah.
This water's still cold and the bites are just ever so slow. Nice. We're gonna hang on to a few today, Antonio.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he came off.
You pulled that fish right out of the water.
That didn't look like a bullhead.
Could have been a white perch.
Yeah, it might have been.
Come on. One more. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
That was actually a pretty aggressive bite considering this water's so cold still. Like I said, it's early spring and we're fishing along the shoreline here. I got a fighter on. This one's a little bit bigger. There we go. There's a nice bullhead right there, folks. You know, and that's a good size for eating. That size and even smaller is a good size for eating. And like I said, we're going to keep a few today. Okay, I'm going to get him off. And I'll show you the T-turn ring I'm using, and I'll show you the worms I'm using. They're just small, what I'm going to call a small leaf worm. And like I say, I got them from my compost pile. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to rig it up on this T-turn bait rig, and I'm going to poke it through multiple times, just like so. And the T-turn bait rig has got two hooks off the T-turn, and then I just snapped on a sinker, as you can see there. Now, because it's early spring and the water is still cold, you don't need to cast out away out there into the middle. In fact, a little bit closer is actually a little bit better because the water along the shoreline's a little bit warmer, and those catfish will be seeking that warmer water and looking to feed. And they're just starting to feed now, and the bites are a little bit slow, but early spring after ice out and the weather starts to warm, we got a great day upon us here today. The fish start to get active, so it's a great time to get out there and have some fun with some bullheads. That's exactly what we're doing today. Got an aggressive one here, Antonio. Aggressive one here. That one was a little more of an aggressive bite. Oh my. I love fishing for bullhead. It is a lot of fun. Oh, that one he actually jumped out of the water. He actually jumped out of the water. Okay, he came on the bottom hook just like that other one did, on that nice fresh worm that I just put on. But there you go again, that's a nice size bullhead right there. That's a perfect size. And like I say, we are going to keep a few today. And the thing with these T-turn hook rigs, the hooks are actually a long shanked hook, which makes it much more comfortable for removing the hook. You've got a little bit of leverage that you could use to get the fish off the hook. So that one's going to go in the box. We're going to re-rig and toss back out there again. This is a different bite. Not biting like your typical catfish. It looks like a smaller bite. Well, let's see what it is. I don't know, Antonio, it was just more like tick bites, just like tick, 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 as opposed to those nice pulls, but it feels like a bullhead. No, it's not a bullhead. Look at that. Like I said, it feels like something different. World's smallest sheephead, Antonio. There we go. That's the thing when you're fishing with worms. you catch different fish. And I could tell because the bite was different. It was just tick, 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 as opposed to the catfish who like the more longer sweeping motion type. But there's actually, that's a very nice little sheephead. I don't think I've ever quite caught one that small. Okay. We'll get him back in and see if we can get in some more fish. Look at this one bite. He is really, did you see that, Antonio? Look at him pull. Look at him pull.
Nice.
Very, very aggressive bite there, folks. Very, very aggressive. And I'll tell you the other thing I'm doing, along with fishing close to the shoreline, I'm also casting out to the same spot. I'm casting out to the same spot. Get him in. Casting out to the same spot, and what's happening is the worms are scenting up that area. That's how I like to fish for channel catfish. I do the same thing with bullhead. Cast your worms to the same spot, and what happens is that area starts to get scented up, and the catfish all start to move in there, and the bites start to get quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you got a bullhead. Oh, this is just great fishing. You get any better than this, Antonio?
No, it does not.
It does not. And this is your kind of fishing, Antonio.
It's perfect. It's relaxing. It's warm.
It's boatless.
It's boatless. I forgot that part.
Antonio, we got one happening here.
Nice.
Okay, he bit twice and he stopped. He's biting. There we go.
Get him?
Feels like a small one, but we're on another one. Now the other thing is, we're using these small leaf worms as I showed you. Now if you don't have little leaf worms, oh, I got another sheephead. If you don't have small leaf worms, what you could do, folks, is you could run and you could use a night crawler, but if you use night crawler, just use a little piece. You could use a little piece of cut bait. You could use minnows. So you got a lot of variety of options when it comes to bullhead fishing. But you know what, folks? This boatless angling is nothing but fantastic. Fishing a shoreline, wherever you are, find yourself a shoreline, beautiful day like this in the spring. Fishing for bullhead is absolutely totally relaxing and a lot of fun, and very rewarding because those smaller catfish especially are very tasty. So I want to thank you ever so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Hope you get a chance to get out there, folks, and until next time, good luck and good fishing. Sabroso. And Sabroso asks, are channel catfish good eating? Well, in fact, they are very, very good eating, and one good way to cook channel cats